Hello there, welcome to another interesting edition of Chit Chat on Unilag Television. Of course, I'm joined by Nelly. I hope she didn't come with all of our basket of trouble, but we've got a lot of gist for you. So this is where you should actually be. Welcome to the show.
So, hello guys. Yeah, I'm Nelly as he introduced me. Yeah. So, how are you doing today? So, like he said, let me just add everything. So, here today we have a lot of spicy, peppered, spice, tasty, juicy, and crunchy.
Are you describing food or you're
for
describing
you?
gist?
As it is.
Okay, so I'll be taking on the very first gist, an interesting one for that matter. It looks like somebody's overdoing one or two. Okay, this is coming from the governor of Cross River State. Of course, he's purportedly the most educated governor in the whole of Nigeria because he's a professor. Okay, that's Ben Ayade. He has made his staff to stand for hours under the sun for resuming late to work in Cross River State. Interesting things because the usual story around Nigeria civil service is the fact that people think they are joking there. Most people are joking there actually because you go to some ministries, you ask somebody, what's the job again? They say, I'm a driver. So what's that next guy's job? Is assistant driver. What's the third guy job?
I'm a cleaner.
When he's not around, I drive. You ask the fourth guy, what do you do? He said, I'm a driver. When the three of them are not around, I drive.
Fourth man.
So you keep going like that, and then we have duplications of positions, and then people are not taking their job seriously.
Over and over.
But what do you think? Should that have been the best kind of punishment, or would you rather have him reduce their salaries or have them do some exercise under the sun?
Well, I won't be partial, today. God, I give you my life to Christ.
Glory to God.
Honor to
Hallelujah.
Mary.
Bless it.
So, guys, here. So, I feel like this is the best punishment ever. Somehow it's an advantage to them. Somehow a disadvantage. Because if I was in that shoe, it's an opportunity for me to go back home and sleep.
Well, notice that he didn't send them home. He just told them to stand under the sun for a particular
meaning, if it's possible, he comes out and says, everybody come inside.
Yeah, and they start taking attendance. Like, do we have this person? So if you are not at work after the whole period of standing under the sun, it'd be like you're absent for the day.
I just feel like he was trying to discipline them.
Yeah, it's a good thing actually because.
But there are some people older than his fathers.
Well, as long as you are working, is your principal officer, so, and by
respect still needs
of
to
course
come in.
By the constitution and rules of civil service, you should respect your principal officer.
I'm sure he had elderly people working with him, still working with him, but still left them under the sun. So what happens now after he brings them back and some of them fall sick, or you now hear next thing maybe a staff of his died due to staying under the sun for 3 hours.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Okay, let's also imagine these guys were working in private sector where you have automated signing, where you clock in and clock out, all of that, and then if you come in late, your salary gets deducted. Would they have done the same thing? I mean, people always take things for granted.
Things, no, not everyone.
You go to some ministries and then some people. You go to local government to do your NIN. Let's even bring down the conversation. I mean, you have people queuing up. And one woman is just there eating, and she's not even bothered. You talk to her, she insults you, and everybody just think.
There is a saying that goes this way: there's always a reason for everything. So if I am coming late to work, your duty is to ask me. I'm sure I'm sure every office has a receptionist or something. Your duty is to ask me, hello Nelly, why did you come late? Is everything fine? If I don't give you an excuse, a reasonable excuse, then you can now attack me. But I'm sure there's a reason why I came late. Yeah. Well, but I'm not saying I should be coming late every time.
Have you done your NIN before? Have you done your NIN?
Yes, I have. I did mine when the pressure wasn't high. So
okay, that means
I cannot relate to the
like
people who went through
5 years back, right?
Earth.
5 years back.
Yes.
Because in recent days, if you go to the civil service, a lot of these organizations, if you just go there to try and do one or two, there's something known as what they call it. They say, do you want due process or do you want what they call that particular name, fast track? So if you want to do a document, for instance, then you go say you want to get a passport, you go to the immigration office and they tell you, okay, for you to get this passport, maybe normal process is 3 months. In fact, that 3 months can be 6 or 9 months. But if you drop something, like you drop bar, and they tell you, okay, well, we'll get this done in few weeks. In fact, it could just be they'll be the one to call you like your passport is ready, but
So-
then if you don't drop money, so there is about this attitude. It's just people's attitude to work. I mean, people are not ready to work. They feel like when they get government job, they can. If you find out, a lot of people in government offices have their own private business, and they will devote their time, their energy, their resources building their personal work and their personal businesses, and they leave government. And don't forget that government is the biggest employer of labor. So if the government wants to become very strict and they just want to instill discipline in their staff, ensure that people come to work, carry out their duties, at the end of the day, people will be the one losing out. The same people that are also blaming the government for their failure are the same people that when they get to civil service and they occupy one position or the other, they feel that they've arrived. There's a whole lot.
Wisdom has made his points. Yeah, you made your points really right and clear. But we need to look at, instances. We need to look at maybe and maybe not something is happening. What if he's not paying them early? What if they are frustrated? What if he's delaying something? What if he has not increased some certain amount of maybe he has not increased some
salaries,
or maybe
we'll get to that conversation because
God his promises like he did from the beginning. Some people usually sign contracts before they start working. Maybe he has promised, in next 3 months you'll be upgraded. You might be
Nelly, I get your point.
From a cleaner, you might be a receptionist, or I might make you a manager and all. So that
I get your point, but the truth is that for this particular one, I'm sure if this governor had not paid them salaries, he would not be able to put them under the sun. I'm sure he must have paid them. He's not owing them. I'm so sure, because these are the same guys that would have said
some guys can be really atlas
on strike or something. But let's quickly take some comment from Twitter. This person says that's not the right course of action. Salary deduction sounds better. Let the taxpayers' money do justice. Great. This person says, hell no, that's wickedness. It might be traffic issues. Well, look at the kind of traffic. Really? When you're not in Lagos, this is cross-river we're talking
that
about.
day has been wasted. They were not even productive that day.
Of course.
So
and this person says, I'm also don't do this one before. And in fact, some civil service claims things 8 o'clock don't knock like this, not to stay outside. That means they lock them outside. This person says he thinks he's working. LOL. See your man, the display. Alright, this person says people that he's not paying. Very good, serious governor. And there are a lot of different answers because people just think that this is the right for some. Well, let me take this person says this really looks good, like unlike Calabar. I thought it was people's paradise. Whoa.
Wow.
Interesting. But I think I should just say this. The fact that you are working for the government doesn't mean you should just go about lazing around. I mean, everybody wants to work in that organization where they have the opportunity to do their own thing, but do not go over the board. Don't misuse the opportunity and then you just have this one like a classical attitude towards work, and I mean it doesn't add up. If we are the one blaming Buhari for not performing effectively, we are calling our governors to account, we are holding them accountable for their works. We should do that to ourselves. So yeah, it should start in-house.
At the same, like as Wisdom has said, I would want to chip in that even our leaders too should learn to respect, our workers. Yeah, they are doing some things wrong, the wrong way, going the wrong directions and all. But there are some certain ways you can, address some things. Like some people said on the comment box, you can as well, deduct your salary. Because
would I asked you before, would you rather have the governor deduct your salary or have you stand under the sun and go home with your complete money? Which would you take?
None.
No. People are not ready. People are not ready.
But
to do
none.
That
but at the same
example,
time,
Nelly is not ready to take responsibility for her own action. I mean, I'm wondering which Nigeria are we building?
You rather stand under the sun and the same money they'll pay you completely, use it to go to the hospital to make sure you're fine.
They're standing under the sun kill. Don't forget we are Nigerians.
What happens to the elderly ones, man?
All right, so let's
just be guided.
Let's take this news story. This person says plan. Else your Japa could Japa. I didn't want to say that.
Who wants to Japa?
But then, of course, the movement is that everybody's leaving Nigeria. Canada is the new thing, and of course, this is not just happening for the first time in Nigeria. I mean, our elders do recall the days where UK was the hit. That in those days where you, of course, you have to, when you finish school, you go to UK to school, and then you come back to pick your family.
No stress.
Of course, that trend is coming again, and it's in all the sector, brain drain, all kind of sectors have been involved. But then the conversation is that you should always plan your movements. I mean, you are seeking greener pastures, and then from fry pan to fire. This is your own country. Yard, yard. Your mama will give you food. Oh.
Like, so most people as not most people has not taken the part where, or owned the part where our heads are not the same. Yeah.
Okay.
So what could work for you might not work for me. What might work for me might not work for you. So everyone goes there. Maybe I'm thinking the reason why most people go there is because of, social media has been the distraction. Social media has been the I don't know if you're getting it.
Yeah, because a lot of people see others
I might travel to UK today, and on my social media I'm showing you the blue sea, the red sky, and all. That will want you to come to UK,
not
right?
for someone like me. I think I should ask you the question. Do you really want to Japan?
Why you today lie?
Well, now
why you
see, let me tell you my plan. And I'm saying is, my plan is not to go to some countries and then.
No, I'm just saying.
Hold on. Let me finish.
I did not say you should come and meet me anywhere.
Hold on.
I'm just giving instances. I don't know what his problem is.
I do not plan to go to any country on earth and then suffer like a common criminal.
Nobody plans to.
Because now Nigerians are out there. Sometimes they struggle to get the visa, and they get there, they are deported. And the worst part is that some people abandon their education here in Nigeria because they just have this single opportunity, and they will not even think about what happened in the next 4 or 5 years. And a lot of people are out there. They're actually suffering where they are, but they can't come back because of the shame that they have. That after so many years in UK, after so many years in Canada, what are you bringing up? You've not been able to build a house. Your families are not living well, and then they are trying to endure whatever they are going through. So Nelly, now let me ask you again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have plans to Japa?
Well, Japa to have fun, not Japa to stay and
Yeah, I think we can. In as much as this,
you could just travel to chill, travel for your honeymoon or your boyfriendship mood.
Jesus Christ!
You get everything.
Can't you just have a conversation without talking about honeymoon?
You know about it. You cannot just travel to just rest. But only if my husband is there, or my boyfriend is there, or God said there's something about
don't you have a life outside your
God
relationship?
has a plan for every one of us. So you don't know if God's plan for me is to travel to see the man of my.
Don't you have plans, personal plans, personal self-development goals? You don't have your own.
I have.
You're just thinking about.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you what the plan is.
Must your plan shall branch and hang with one man?
No. Okay. What? Okay. Yeah. Going there to shine like a star, cause that's what I'm. Okay, let's talk like a child now, or children. And I want to travel to America so that when I go there, I'll become a Beyonce and Rihanna.
Unfortunately,
are you happy?
That cannot happen. All right, so let me quickly take this story for you. It's a short one. Someone told me the story of a manager who got fed up with the state of things in Nigeria. Yes, you suggested right. Of course, he jackpot. He put some money together and off he went to Europe in search of greener pastures. Until he's still searching for greener pastures over 10 years later. That is horrible, because some people even have a paying job in Nigeria. Now, I understand the fact that devaluation of currency, inflation, I mean, state of things are not just in good shape.
Well.
And people, even as far as bank managers, that they are earning a lot. There are people that are made like 1M in months, and they feel like even that my 1M, they feel like if I'm even earning half of this money abroad, I'll be able to do this, I'll be able to do this, I'll be able to do that. But then they forget the fact that it's not always that easy. You see a bank manager leaving Nigeria to go and do cleaning abroad, and then you're like, nigga, you don't think? But because they just have to do that there to survive. The opportunities that are there are limited, because people always say Europe cannot contain all of us. Canada can't possibly take all Nigerians. Like, people should just learn to develop what we have here, and then we work with that. The fact that there's not enough job is everywhere. In fact, at some point, US were restricting the people that were coming in, because they were like, you guys can't keep coming. In fact, don't forget that during Donald Trump, he said, hell is the only place where you have access undisturbed. That in heaven, you don't. And then he was trying to tell you that in America, we can't just open our door like that for everybody.
So I just feel like it should, and it has to get to a point where we, the younger ones, should be able to change and realize that we can make Nigeria better.
Yeah, but then if some people are not ready for that conversation,
I always believe that Nigeria is a very blessed country. We are very creative. When it comes to business, we are good. Creativity, we are there. You know,
yeah.
talent, we are top notch.
Or,
I don't know what we are looking for outside.
now, look at this. Okay, this is continuation of the story. So you got shocked by so many things. That's still talking about the manager that left. Said this, the severity of the weather. Number one, people don't even take their health into concern. Like, their body. If my guy would be telling me that you don't want to leave trenches, leave the AC on overnight, and I'm crying like, let's off this AC, and you're like, no. I not leaving. I'm training you for Canada. I'm like, Coach Ilo Jare, Canada will.
Oh,
like,
your
look at
guy,
them. The cost of rent and accommodation, because they don't, their rent payments is different from what we have here. The reality of racism. In fact, because Nigerians will even prefer that, okay, let me entertain any form of racism than entertain poverty. But there's a limit to what you can take. That place is not your father's land.
Of course.
And don't think that because you are intelligent, there's always a level to where you can get to. I mean, it's just like in Nigeria where sometimes tribalism plays in. No matter how good you are, the system is just designed to work against you in a certain way. So people say, oh, we are growing equality. Equality, I mean, they are trying to they eliminate any form of discrimination. But however, you get to a particular level, and remember how it was in Nigeria back then when the whites were in charge. I mean, you can't become anything more than a clerk. So those systems are still there, out there, whether you like it or not. You are so intelligent, you have this, it's only one out of 1,000 that will say, oh, Nigerians are always excelling. You say, okay, maybe you see one black guy in parliament and you're like, oh, that's in Nigeria. But how many people will eventually
So
get
why I'm wondering why not everyone has not looked at the fact that most of our talented ones or top leaders has not thought of staying in one of these countries permanently and not come.
Yeah, because our leaders only travel there and they come back. They don't
go there for health issues or just for stomach. And
I don't know why you are sending turbulence to the president. I don't know why you are
they know
sending
the
some turbulence to the
now.
president.
All our presidents normal apart from
I was not on air the day this was said. So in case this clip is played back and you see me, I was never there. So now the issue is that bad leadership has its own impact, because eventually these guys travel there and they don't bring back whatever they see there. So in that question, what the youth are talking about in 2023, in as much as there's a lot of Japa movement, some are willing to stay. Some people are like, if this political parties come 2023, that is the real time for me to leave Nigeria. But we're hoping to see how things will play out. We'll be going on a short break. When we come back, we still have a lot of gist packed just for you. So don't go anywhere. Sit right there.
What's poppin'? Welcome back. This is still G Sport on Unilag TV, and now it is time for Shot O'Clock. Let the games begin, and I feel like I should go first because I'm the host. So yeah,
go first. Sorry, what you
proud much? Yes, me proud much. Dance. Wizzy boy, make me dance. Daddy, oh, make me dance. Hey. I'm rich. Oh yeah, now.
Royalty. Isn't this perfect? Okay, the one in my head is I will never be royals, royals.
Yeah. Drink. Drink up. Drink.
Take a shot.
Okay.
Hello there, welcome back. If you're just joining us, it's still Chit Chat, and Nelly and I, we have been dishing out all the gospels. I mean, there's no serious gospel. We're having a serious
Everything
conversation.
is just juicy around here.
But do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. Of course, it is Unilag on TV across all social media platforms. Alright, so there's another story coming right up. I don't like stories like this because these are stories that gives Nelly the audacity,
what do you mean by that?
To shout on
well,
air. I mean, let me just say
they
the
happen
story the way it
sometimes.
is. Man arrested after one of his side chick passed out during, of course, you know the play. What happened?
Before I decide to talk about this, just give them full.
Alright, so the thing is that, okay, there's a backstory. I want to read it for you. This is coming from God Abego. This is Josh _ whatever the
ugly as fuck.
Alright, I had not pronounced it. I didn't say it. Men, stop taking random girls to your house and allowing them to spend the night. My neighbor has been picked up by the police. This dude is a life of the party kind of guy. He changes girl every day and always prides about this. I had a conversation with him once where I advised him to calm down, but he told me he's a young man and he deserves to enjoy his life. Good. A few minutes ago, police came around and forced their way into his house and found the girl we brought home last night lifeless. The story has it that one of those numerous girlfriends, and this is the first time he's bringing her home. Unfortunately, while they were copulating, he had an attack. She has asthma, but of course he doesn't know. He tried everything to get her back to normalcy. She eventually calmed down, and after checking for a few minutes, she slept off, and so he thought. She didn't wake up this morning, and a friend whom she was supposed to go out with had been calling her all morning. She's the one that alerted her family, who in turn alerted the police. She has been carried away by ambulance and the boy taken to the station. We don't know if she's good or gone, but we hope she's still around for his sake. Please be careful with what you do out there.
Please don't be careful with what you do out there.
I mean, you just see a random girl and you bring her home. Nigger.
I speak to your guys, don't be looking at me.
Nigger.
Before I talk, if I talk
should also
don't say Nelly has come.
You know, aside from that, there's another angle to it.
Okay.
You are just following a guy.
Please,
hold on.
Let's be guided. Don't you say you.
No, okay.
Don't say
that
you.
random girl out there, you just follow this guy home.
Okay.
And I mean, be kind enough, be nice enough to explain your health challenges.
Okay.
I mean, it's not written on the forehead that I'm asthmatic.
The guy asked the girl, "Hello, you're looking
Come
pretty.
on.
Can you spend the night with me?" But first of all, do you have health challenges?
Who does that?
Are you fine?
If a guy walked up to you to ask you, "Do you have health challenges?" How would you describe that kind of guy? How would you react to it? If I walked up to you in a club and I'm like, "Oh, I like you," and the next thing that goes, we're having this conversation, and the next thing, first time I'm just meeting you, and the next time I'm asking you that, "Do you have health challenges?" How would you react to that? I'm asking you now because you are accusing you're accusing this young man.
I just feel sometimes you men should be wise.
No, you that you're following a stranger to the house.
They call you guys wise men. Be wise.
You should have at least tell this guy. Okay, let's quickly take some comment. I mean, whatever the story is, I just hope that this girl is not dead because
whatever the story is, please guys don't be careful. Keep on bringing a lot of girls. The day it will blast blows on your head. Don't say Nelly did not tell you. Don't be careful. Keep on enjoying your life. Maybe you have money, you're fine at all. Everything is doing you. You're happy. You know.
Well, I will take some comments from social media of Instagram. I've said what I have to say.
Yes.
May we never be a victim of circumstances. This is coming from _XY. Say, Ada, you want the show skill where you no fit show your wife. See your life outside now.
You see?
Mumu man. But now, it's possible that it was the girl that was saying Ada now. Look at who is in trouble.
Repent for the kingdom of God is at leg. Someone said that. But now go, yeah. That's the woman telling you. She's asking you to repent. But I don't know why.
This lady says, don't do more than your power. A lot of people have paid for what they don't have any idea about. Amaka _ Obodo says, it's always their friends. Things they happen to now.
And the guys, read what Crazy says, this can happen to your girlfriend or wife. Yeah, what exactly? We are talking about something different, man.
This person says, if she was not sleeping over, it could have been avoided. Sleeping over is not the issue. Knowing what to do is. He doesn't know what to do. Moreover, premarital sex is wrong.
Some _me says, cheating will only land you into trouble. Did you get that? That's a man telling you, God.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll take this comment. This person says, if you have a health condition, tell the person you are dating or going to visit. Don't let this person go prison because of your foolishness. Now the conversation is that I can't possibly know everything about you in a single night. And I'm not encouraging guys out there. I'm not encouraging anybody to see a girl for the first time and the next thing she's looking at your
Are
ceiling.
you catching the cruise of the? You're not catching the story. The story is the girl must have been a prostitute. He's picking her on the road.
He's not. He could have been the club. It could have been anywhere. But then it's both sides. It's both sides. I'm not going to. I'm not. I'm not coming after any gender.
You can't know roadside babes.
I'm not coming after anybody. But the point is that I mean. You have what if the guy had used that for something else? I mean, that's what I would have said.
Like you guys usually
justice
do.
For another person now.
Time,
but however,
best time to confess.
These girls will never. Some girls will never learn. However, some guys too would never learn. Well, let's just keep seeing. I hope it comes out of this one. All right, on to the next story. There's a big question. A question for you to answer. You'd let us know that boy. Why are you dating two girls?
Why?
And you that lady. That fair auntie.
Why are you dating someone else's boyfriend?
Why are you dating two people?
No. It's a man that is dating two girls. Because I don't think a woman has the energy to date two men.
Yes.
You
have not seen somebody that has lists. And the way they say the number is different.
I will not see that kind of person.
Shawarma plug. And all those people that are saved different.
Let's be frank, you really find women doing such.
But no.
You really find women doing such.
The issue I have with you is that you like to defend rubbish. Small don't lie. You defend rubbish.
Oh, me?
You heard me say it. Because
I can't believe this.
Because
you're saying
every now and then. Would you know why girls are afraid of guys checking their phone? Because they have different numbers.
I don't know. I don't know.
And you are coming out to say this.
Wait.
A girl has you know, if you ask a random girl that what is the justification for having numerous boyfriends, she's like, I don't know if this one will disappoint me. I can't put all my egg in one basket.
Yes, and, of course.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Can you justify why men should have more than two girlfriends or wives or whatever?
No, I don't have experience of these things. Hold on, let me finish. I don't have experience of this thing, so I can't possibly. Maybe you ask the guys that are watching. Guys, like I started this thing by asking you guys question because some guy I asked a guy the other day. He's like, nigga, you just can't be eating it for every day. You switch things up.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay. I mean, that's your justification.
You can't just be eating it for. So you guys already seeing women as some classes of food. Yeah, or you're seeing us as food. Why you be swishing, you know? But
you know the question is that yesterday we were asking some girls question like a Vox Pop kind of, and we're asking them if you are going into a relationship, what are you bringing on the table? You know, like I think 6 of 10 said that they are bringing their body first to the table. So it's not the guy's fault now. I mean, we talked about this. Remember we talked about objectivity. And one girl was saying that if you can't give me 5k, you gave your 5k to your mother, and your mother prayed for you. Let your mother also bend for you. You know, we talked about this issue of objectivity because it's actually the ladies that objectify their bodies. So let's not even go down.
Now let's just end this like this. So if you are a man and you're dating two ladies or more than two, you're wrong. If you're a lady, you're doing more than 6 or 9, you are very, very wrong. But let me take just one comment before we go off this particular topic. It says, well, the girl I love is stubborn, goes out with guys, but she no one see any girl near me, and also rude. I love her and can't detach myself from her. I dey use the second girlfriend as backup. So the breakfast where I go chop no go too pain. No, can you imagine? Are you
what is wrong?
You
guys do backup too. So why is it wrong when the guys do his own backup? I mean, if you have a system, you know what backup is.
Oh my god.
Alright guys, that's all we will be taking for today. I wish we can just take a lot of this comment, but that we have to draw the curtain for today's show.
Yes. And because I feel like we're going to beat ourselves here very soon.
No, I'm not engaged. I don't like violence. I stay away from it, but I love to witness it, but I don't want to be a part of it. I just witness it from afar. You get the gist. Do not forget to let us know why you are having 2 girlfriends. I mean, you.
And from everything we already discussed, from every juicy gist that we dropped here and we discussed and you heard about it and you have something to say about it, your comments, you could drop them in the comment box. Yeah, on YouTube. Yes, or every social media platform, most especially YouTube. Please press that subscribe button. The subscribe button is very important.
Them. Easy. Don't threaten them. Alright guys, so that's what we'll be drawing the curtain to. We come your way again the next time from Nelly.
I come in peace.
And I. Bye for now.